Let me tell you something. This story right here, this one, whew, it has layers, it has mess, it has tears, and it has a man who looked like he aged 10 years in 5 minutes on camera. Because when the world found out about Kendra's secret pregnancy and then saw young Jock's reaction, it felt like the entire internet grabbed popcorn, sat on the floor, and said, "Oh, we're watching every second of this." But behind all the memes and chaos, there's a real story underneath, one filled with love, betrayal, confusion, and the complicated reality of two people trying to build a life together in the spotlight. And today, we're going deep. So sit down, get comfortable, and get ready for the full emotional roller coaster that led to the moment young Jock completely lost it on camera. Picture this. It's a regular filming day on Love and Hip Hop. Cameras everywhere, producers whispering, the usual reality TV chaos happening off to the side. Jock walks onto the set looking normal, calm, joking with the crew like he always does. But there's something different in the air. You know, that heavy tension where you can just tell someone is hiding something? Yeah, that. And Kendra, usually polished, poised, confident, keeps adjusting her clothes, avoiding eye contact, and taking these slow, anxious breaths. It's the kind of energy that makes you stop mid-conversation and go, wait, what's going on? Nobody knows anything yet. The cast is gossiping, producers are smirking like they know something we don't, and Jock, poor Jock, has no idea the bomb he's about to be hit with. But trust me, he's about to learn everything in the worst way possible. To really understand the explosion that happened later, we have to go back. Way back into the messy, tangled relationship history of Jock and Kendra. These two have been through everything together. Cheating scandals, secret DMs, messy timelines, trust issues, breakups and makeups, and castmates stirring the pot every 5 minutes. Yet somehow, they always found their way back to each other. People used to say, they're toxic, they're soulmates, they're chaos but in love. And honestly, all of it was kind of true. But when Jock finally put that ring on Kendra's finger, the internet was shook. For years, he was known as the guy with 8 kids, 4 baby mamas, a whole history of being outside and wild. So seeing him settle down, trying to be a husband, trying to be serious, people thought, wow, maybe love really changed him. And Kendra? She stood by him through accusations, women coming forward, drama dumped on her every season. She didn't break. But somewhere in all that chaos, the cracks were forming. And this secret pregnancy was the crack that made everything shatter. So then we get to the moment where everything falls apart. Everyone's on set, cameras rolling, and suddenly one producer taps another and whispers, "It's time." They call Jock over. He's confused, but joking, assuming it's some regular storyline setup. Then they call Kendra, and she's shaking, moving slow, like someone dragging themselves toward a confession they've been avoiding for months. They sit down, silence. Jock looks around like, y'all better not be bringing out another ex. But no, this time, it's worse. The producer turns to Kendra and says, "You have something to tell Jock." And that's when the world stops. Kendra looks down, her voice trembling, and she says the sentence that sends Jock into a spiral. "I was pregnant, and I didn't tell you." Everything inside Jock snaps. His face goes blank, his chest freezes. He blinks like he's trying to understand what dimension he just entered. You can literally see the heartbreak hit him. And then he explodes. Not violently, not loud, but emotionally, rawly. The kind of hurt that comes when someone you trusted with your whole future keeps something life-changing away from you. He keeps asking, "Why didn't you tell me? Was it mine? Why would you hide that from your husband?" And Kendra, she just breaks down in tears, barely able to breathe. Because the truth is messy, complicated, and not as black and white as the internet thinks. She felt scared, unsure, angry at him, unsure if bringing a baby into the chaos of their relationship was the right thing. And her silence, whether people agree with it or not, came from emotional exhaustion. But for Jock, it felt like betrayal. The ultimate betrayal. And the camera caught every second. When the clip hit the internet, it was like dropping a match into gasoline. Twitter went feral. Instagram caught fire. TikTok reactors were pausing every 5 seconds like, nah, run that back. Everyone picked a side. Some said Jock deserved better, that the secret was too big. Others said Kendra had every right, considering everything he'd put her through. And then there were the people who were just there for the drama, like, woo, this show never misses. Memes, reaction channels, think pieces, everything exploded. This wasn't just gossip anymore. It turned into a cultural debate. And both Jock and Kendra found themselves being judged by millions who only saw a few minutes of a very complicated reality. As the dust settled, the unanswered questions began to swirl. Why did she hide it? Did she ever plan to tell him? Was she scared he'd cheat again? Was it about trust? Was she protecting herself? Was she protecting him? Nobody had the full answer, and honestly, maybe even Kendra didn't. Sometimes people make choices out of fear they can't explain. People also wondered why Jock reacted so strongly. Was it love? Ego? Guilt? A reminder of the chaos from his past? So many questions, so few real answers. Eventually, both sides spoke out. Jock admitted he was deeply hurt, but also acknowledged that his past behavior might have contributed to her fear and silence. Kendra released her own emotional statement saying she wasn't trying to deceive him. She was overwhelmed, scared, and unsure if she wanted to bring a child into a marriage already shaking. It wasn't revenge, it was raw human fear. They both admitted this moment rocked their marriage, but they also said they were working on rebuilding, going to therapy, trying to understand each other again. Whether they'll make it, time will tell. What made this moment unforgettable wasn't just the drama. It forced people to talk about the things we usually avoid. How fear makes people hide things, how trust breaks without cheating, how love isn't enough without communication, how women carry emotional burdens silently, how men process hurt, how relationships that look perfect on social media crumble behind the scenes. It wasn't just reality TV, it was a mirror, reflecting the silent battles people fight in their relationships every day. At the end of the day, the story isn't really about a secret pregnancy. It's about two people trying to love each other in a world full of noise, pain, cameras, expectations, and a history that refuses to stay in the past. It's about Jock, this big, loud, funny man, becoming just human for a moment. Hurt, confused, broken. And Kendra, usually collected, finally cracking under pressure. Whether they stay together or not, this moment changed them forever. And it changed how millions saw them. Because when the truth came out, so did every emotion they'd been hiding.